guys, it's Margaret, and today I'm bringing you a video about the things that I've sold lately on Etsy. I haven't done a sales update video in a while, so I thought I would bring you an Etsy sales update. Let me know in the comment section below if you prefer Etsy and eBay sales updates separated, or if you like it when I combine them. I decided to go ahead and try separating them out to make them a little less lengthy. So yeah, if you would, let me know in the comments section if you enjoy them together or if you like me to do them separately. Alright, so let's get into a few of the sales that I've had lately on Etsy. This is a book that I listed just recently. It's called The Pokey Little Puppy at the Fair. It's a scratch and sniff book, but the smelly parts didn't work anymore. But I picked it up for $1. It sold for $12.99, and so after shipping and fees, my net profit there was $12.25. So there's money to be made in vintage children's books. Next up are some Kenmark glasses. This is an example of one of the times when a buyer messaged me to get a better price. I think I had these originally up at $45, and on eBay I have best offer. Well, on Etsy they don't have that feature, but I have in my description, you know, and at the top of my store, hey, it doesn't hurt to ask if you want a better price. So this buyer did message me and ask what's the best, price I could do, and we ended up negotiating on $30. So I bought these glasses for $1.99, sold them for $30, and so my net was $26.40. So if you haven't started looking at vintage eyewear, or just eyewear in general, it's something you might think about looking at. And then this little cutie sold. This was a Fitz and Floyd pig creamer. When I bought it, I didn't notice this teensy chip on its foot, but I absolutely disclosed that it had a chip there, and it did end up selling. So I bought it earlier this year for $1.50, and it sold for $24.99. Now, this is one of those times where I messed up on the shipping. This was bigger than I remembered it being, so I thought that I was going to be able to ship it for a certain amount, but it ended up shipping, and it sold for $10.77. I thought for sure I'd be able to ship it for cheaper than that, but it didn't, which was a surprise. And it went in one of those priority square boxes, you know what I'm talking about? So my net there was still $16.47, which is nothing to sneeze at in my book. So then I love picking up these panels. So this is a fabric panel that I picked up. I picked it up for, I put $1.99, but I think it was cheaper than that. I forgot to put it in my spreadsheet, but I picked up a whole bunch of panels when I went to Goodwill, and this is one of the ones that I picked up. So it sold for $16.99, and my net there was $14.73. Isn't it cute? I love it. I love Halloween stuff like that. And then that gift wrap, oh my goodness, I love selling the vintage gift wrap. So this sold. This one is Southwestern gift wrap that I picked up for 10 cents. It was in a lot with a bunch of other gift wrap. It sold for $10, and so my net was $9.38. This is another instance where I can show you how on Etsy you get way more of your profit than you do on eBay because the fees are so much lower. And then next up, this was in the jewelry bag unboxing that I did. I got that big giant jewelry bag, like grab bag, from a Goodwill in Portland, Oregon, and I unbagged it. I think it took like 3 videos, and this was in there. So it averaged out probably less than $0.25, but I went ahead and put $0.25 because I think if I averaged everything out from the whole bag, it would have been maybe a dime or something like that, because it was heavy, pounds and pounds of jewelry and stuff in there. So I went ahead and just put $0.25 because I didn't want to count everything out and average it and I'll do all of that. So, but it sold for $14.99. And then this is the time when I need to go back, because generally I don't mind keeping a bit over on shipping, but this time I was way off on my shipping. I charged $22, which was just a flat, like everywhere else outside of the US and Canada. This is the amount it's going to cost to ship this type of item. I do put in my description of the items, if you're international and you want a more exact shipping cost, message me before you buy it, and then I can type in how much it's going to cost and we'll adjust it. This person didn't do that, so they got charged the $22 for the shipping. So it only actually cost me $12.83. So that's about $10 over, which I'm not exactly comfortable with. I say anything $2, anything more than like $2, I'd like, want a refund. So I have to go back and look into sending them some of their money back. So if I don't do that, so then that's $21.83. But if I do, then we're looking at a good, $11, $12 profit there. And then next up, this is a cookbook that was in one of my grandmother's cookbooks, Cooking Up a Scoff, Newfoundland and Labrador cooking. So I paid $0 for it. It sold for $9.99 and my net was $10.93. Again, the shipping was charged a little bit more than what it actually cost, but it's only about $2 over, so I'm not sure that I'm going to go back and refund on that one. I may, because it is a little over $2. So. And then lastly, a vintage Playboy magazine sold. And this was also something I got free. My friend Kelly, her dad helped a neighbor who had passed away, and so she was able to go in and get some things. And she brought me some Playboys, amongst other things. But this ended up selling for $14.99, and it was musty. Oh my goodness. It just, yeah. So I disclosed, it was very musty. And it went away anyway. So my net there was $13.57. So from these items, my net profit was $125.56. Some of these items are things that I listed recently. Some are things that I've had up for a while. So if you like this kind of video, would you please hit that like button down below. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this that have to do with selling online, eBay, Etsy, Amazon, or other types of e-commerce and ways to make money for your family. All right, thanks so much, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.